Emmy?
In here. You in sweats again?
I just finished my Pilates class.
What's that? Sounds like bad Mexican food to me.
You should come with me sometimes. Makes your body feel like $1,000,000.
I don't need my body to feel like $1,000,000. I just need $1,000,000. What are you so happy about?
I woke up this morning and I realized I love my job, I love my house. I don't need a man to make me happy.
Well, I do. Collier's just not been himself lately. We haven't had sex in weeks.
Is that a long time for you and Collier to go without,
I don't know. I think we've always kind of been up there with the national average. It's not a big deal. It's just, I miss him.
National average, that's what, like twice a week for over 30 years? That's got to be in the thousands.
I don't know, Renee. I've never done the math on it.
Oh, come on, let's do it.
Oh, please.
That's, let's see, twice a week.
Renee.
Times 52 weeks in a year. Times
29 years.
29 years.
Give me an extra 500 for those first 3 years, would you?
Plus 500 equals 3,516.
3,516. That sounds about right.
With the same man? How do you guys keep from getting bored?
It's just a little thing called being in love, honey.
Well, then, what's the problem?
I don't know. Working nights doesn't help. Kids interrupting. He's been all stressed out about some contract with a guy named Bernie.
Mom, Jason thinks I'm wearing too much makeup.
What do you think, Mrs. Sims?
Well, Jason, I think it's her face.
Thank you.
It's just that you're so beautiful without it, Kelly.
You're so sweet. I love you.
Did you hear that? She said she loved him.
And for a teenager, love is spelled S-E-X.
Not in Kelly's dictionary, it's not.
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. Then my wild, beautiful bird, you will have flown. It's easy now. I'll be all alone.
Morning, Suge.
You got home late last night?
Yeah, I was going over these final labor costs for Bernie again.
Missed you.
I missed you too, Suge.
Really missed you.
Mom, is my lunch ready?
Always is.
Thanks. See Dad.
Go, bud.
Oh, Davis, go along. Collier. Listen, you think we could have a date? I mean, don't you think we need to go out, just us? I mean, don't we, or is that just me?
It's not just you. Things are going to change when I land this Minimall project. I was hoping that we all could go out tonight,
What do you mean we all could go out?
Well, you and me and Bernie and Helen.
Well, that's not what I had in mind.
Maybe after dinner we could go make a pit stop at the old no-tail motel, baby. If you want, that is.
Yeah, put on my high heels and acres.
I need money for lunch.
Yeah, honey, look at my purse. It's on my desk. Bye.
Bye.
It's Jason. I'm late and he's tired of waiting.
Hey, Cal, why didn't you tell me how you feel about Jason?
Because you never take anything I say or feel seriously.
That's not true. I mean, look, I know you think you love him, but at your age, don't
It's
you
always
know...
the age thing, isn't it? Last month you told me I wasn't a child anymore, and now I'm not old enough to have real feelings. Which is it? And how do you know how I really feel?
Because I've been there.
Believe me, I don't want to end up married with a kid at 19.
Are you having sex?
Mom,
Well, are you?
I don't see how that's any of your business, and I don't want to talk about it.
Kelly.
Fine. Do I plan on having sex with Jason? No, don't worry, absolutely not.
Well, and how come every time he says rabbit, you jump?
Tim, I gotta go.
Morning, Lakeisha.
There's a Dion Goranson waiting for you in your office, and he is F-I-N-E, fine.
Mr. Goranson, Renee Jackson. Please have a seat.
Thank you. Joe Lozano from the office next door said you could help me.
Well, maybe you ought to stay standing. Joking. How can I help you?
There's a contract dispute. I'm a singer, and lately I've been on the road a lot. But now I'm thinking I want to settle down. But there's a clause in my management contract that's got me doing the club circuit another 2 years. So I was hoping maybe you could find a way to
Break your contract?
help me start over.
Well, before I can even consider helping you, I'd need to see the contract.
Sure. Why don't you come by the club and I'll have it waiting? Oh, no, it's not like that. I can promise you, if you come, a glass of champagne and a song for your trouble.
Rain on the green grass, rain on the tree, rain on the house, but not a drop on me. So where'd everybody go? My dad and Johnny are at my dad and Aunt Harriet's, figuring out what I'm gonna get for my very first inheritance. Maybe it'll be jewelry or a fur coat like my mama got when her cousin passed.
She's not supposed to be in the house. Now get her out of my room or I'm telling Mama.
Go ahead, because it's my room too, and he's especially not supposed to be in here.
Girls, I'm home and I've got the packages from Aunt Harriet.
Mary Elizabeth and I'll be right there. Under the bed.
What do I do? Follow him.
Mama, this room is getting too crowded for 2 grown girls. I have got to have my own room.
Well, there's the attic. Maybe Daddy could convert it into a room for you when he gets back.
Oh, thank you, Mama. Now, can we open the presents from poor Aunt Harriet?
I would just love to see what I got.
Here you go. And this sugar pop is for you.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It matches my eyes. Don't you think?
What'd you get, dear?
I think it's a doll.
Rebel, stop that. Mary Elizabeth, pick it up. Yeah.
I'm not touching that thing.
Rebel. Thing. Outside. You heard me go.
She's scared of it. Aren't you, Spaz?
No, I just don't like it. That's all.
I think it's telling me a secret.
No, it's not.
He's saying,
Teresa.
Mary Elizabeth.
Stop it, Teresa.
Mary Elizabeth.
You're right, Mary Elizabeth. It is good to be out together, huh?
Yeah, it is. This is exactly what I had in mind.
Oh, sure it is. Good music, good food, dancing, and
And Bernie and Helen.
yeah, they're a fun couple, aren't they?
Oh, they're fine.
I'll make it up to you, sugar.
Hello, hello.
Hey,
Want to swap partners?
sounds good to me.
Me too.
Let's dance.
You must be quite proud of your husband.
Oh, I am. He's a great guy. I like your wife, too.
Oh, yeah, she's a lot of fun. They seem to be getting along good together. You know, for a company as small as your husband's, this job is quite an opportunity.
Oh, I know it is, and I'm sure he's willing to do anything it takes to make it work.
As well he should, with someone as beautiful as you waiting at home for him.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I'd say you're about the most beautiful gal I've seen in Birmingham in some time. Hope you don't mind me saying this, Mary Elizabeth, but in that dress, your figure is really something to be proud of. I bet even without that dress, you'd be beautiful.
I'm thirsty.
Right here.
Right this way, Miss Jackson. Compliments of Mr. Dion, Miss Jackson.
My heart wants to know, and so I must go where destiny leads me. With no star to guide me, and no one beside me, I'll go on my way, and after the day, the darkness will hide me.
That was great.
Thanks for coming. Renee, I'm only here for one more day. If I can arrange for my manager to be here tomorrow night, will you try to talk to him?
Dion, I haven't even read your contracts yet.
Of course. But if there's anything you can do for me, will you try?
Sure.
Great.
But you've got to understand that most contract litigations result in a lose-lose, with the plaintiff getting tied up in court for such a long time that the 2 years you have left on your contract may not be so bad.
I'm willing to try if you are.
With you I could learn to. With
can taste success, Mary Elizabeth, and they are right. It tastes sweet.
Well, I'm glad to see a smile on your face. Can I tell you a little something about Bernie?
I have been thinking about you all night, Mary Elizabeth. So the last thing on my mind is Bernie.
Well, we need to talk.
What about, Suge?
It'll wait. Take me, I'm yours.
No! Come on!
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Just forget about it.
Forget about what?
It's my problem.
You got a problem?
No, I don't. Forget about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about what? Collier, it's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I don't want to talk about it, Mary Elizabeth.
We have to. According to this research from the internet, erectile dysfunction, that's what Bob Dole calls it, is due to a physical problem. 85 to 90% of the time, I'm worried.
Don't be. And I don't care what anybody calls it, because I don't have it, so there's nothing more to talk about.
And if you're 45 or older, and let's face it, neither one of us are getting any younger, then you are due for a prostate exam.
Oh, Mary, no!
Collier, it could be cancer. I am calling Dr. Lee.
You're not calling anybody, because it's not your problem.
Well, right here it says, in recent years, great strides have been made in restoring the
Mom, go. Has Jason called?
Collier? Yes, about 3 times since 7 a.m.
Did he leave a message?
He said that he would call back.
Jason? Hey, I'm sorry. I have to do something else first, okay? Me too, babe. See ya.
Babe, I don't know what to do about killing Jason.
Morning, Emmy.
I think he's a control freak or something.
Oh, what do you do now?
Am I boring you?
I'm sorry. I was out at a club late last night meeting with a client.
You mean a date?
No, it wasn't a date, although he did end up singing to me.
And you want to tell me what your so-called client was doing singing to his lawyer?
I don't know. It just sort of happened. It was terribly embarrassing. I gotta tell you, this guy has an incredible voice.
Too bad good old Bill wasn't there to see your client with the incredible voice singing to you.
Mom, my stomach's growling.
I gotta go.
I'm hungry.
David's stomach's singing to him. Bye.
I thought you might be hungry.
Dion, what are you doing here?
Champagne?
Champagne and strawberries. What a dream.
Just relax while I sing.
And maybe tomorrow I'll find what I'm after. I'll throw off my sorrow, beg, steal, or borrow my share of laughter.
What the hell is going on?
Bill!
Who is this guy?
What are you doing here, Bill?
Come to say that I'm sorry, Renee.
I thought you said this was over.
But don't you dare take one more step towards my woman, whoever the hell you are.
Oh, they're fighting over me.
The name's Dion, and this is my beautiful, intelligent, and sexy attorney.
Is that true, Renee?
Uh-huh.
Renee, listen to me, baby. Whatever he is to you, I don't care. I'm madly in love with you, and I know I've made the biggest mistake in my life. I can't stop thinking about you, and the thought that you could be even talking to another man is just too much for me to take.
Bill, what are you doing?
Something I should have done a long time ago. I'm carrying you across the threshold.
My Dion! Ooh. Damn. Kelly?
Renee, I need someone I can talk to.
So what the hell is wrong with talking to
She
me?
says she can't talk to you.
And you fell for that line again?
Goodbye.
You're not going anywhere. It's about having sex with Jason, isn't it?
I knew it.
No, it's not. She wanted to talk to me about being in love. Something I wish someone to talk to me about when I was her age. Maybe I would have gotten it right by now.
Well, what'd you tell her?
If I want to talk to Kelly, it's going to have to be with some kind of confidentiality.
Oh, to hell with confidentiality. She's not a client, she's my daughter.
I'm leaving.
Wait a minute, wait, I'll cut a deal.
What kind of deal?
Well, if Kelly's going to continue to come to talk to my best friend instead of her mother, then how about my best friend just tells me everything I think I need to know?
Nice try. How about your best friend tells you everything that she thinks that you have to know?
It's a deal.
Deal.
Have to, need to. You're going to spill it. Hello? Hi, honey. Oh, Collier. I know it's important. All right, fine. Fine. 7 o'clock. Bye. I must have done something really terrible in a past life.
What?
My husband is dragging me out to dinner again with a client who last night told me he liked my dress so much he wanted me to take it off.
Off as in off? Off? And you haven't told Collier? And now you're going to.
And now I have to, don't I?
Yes, Emmy, you have to. It's your inheritance. You have to keep it. But look at its eyes. It's like pictures you see of the devil. They follow you wherever you go. Wow, they do. Watch this. Ooh, pretty scary. Not really. Renee Jackson, are you crazy? That doll has the smell of death all over it. So what do we do with it? Well, I was thinking we could pour hamburger juice on it so then Rebel would eat it. Emmy! Or we could just bury it in the vacant lot behind the old burned out shack. Great, let's go!
I want that nightlight off.
Well, it's my room too, and I want it on.
What in the devil is going on in here?
Mary Elizabeth's scared of the dark.
I am not.
Mama, this is why I absolutely must have my own room. How am I supposed to get my beauty rest sharing a room with her?
Both of you hush. Now go to sleep.
By the way, where's Aunt Harriet's doll? I haven't seen it all day.
You are gonna leave the nightlight on, aren't you, Mama?
Mary Elizabeth, where is that doll?
I don't know, maybe Rebel ate it.
I want the truth, young lady.
Okay, I gave it to Renee.
Oh, my lord. Your aunt would turn over in her grave if she knew that doll was at a colored's house. I want that doll back in this house by tomorrow. Understood? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're lying, Mary Elizabeth, that doll's gonna find Mama and whisper your dirty little secret in her ear.
You're not dressed yet.
I don't want to go.
Why?
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, well, tell me and then let's get a move on. We're late again.
You know, last night when I was dancing with Bernie,
Yeah?
he was flirting with me. Told me what a great figure I had and how he bet I looked even better out of that dress.
Bernie said that to you? Why, you did look beautiful in that dress.
Collier,
No, he had just had a couple drinks and he was complimenting you, that's all.
that's not all. It was creepy and he made me feel uncomfortable.
He was flirting with you, Mary Elizabeth. That's what guys do in the business world. They compliment each other's wives, and then the wives feel good, and the husbands feel good, and they go make a deal.
It was more than that.
Are you sure?
Yes, I don't know, I think so. That's what it felt like to me.
We both know how bad we need this job. We are a team. Always have been, always will be. So you tell me, can you handle this? Because if you can't, we won't go.
Well, Helen, this spread you put out tonight just puts my meatloaf specialty to shame. Cool.
I wish I could take credit for it. You know, it's amazing what you can buy with that internet web computer stuff. If you know the right restaurant and you know how much you want to spend, you can get everything from caviar to champagne.
I'll have to remember that next time I'm all out. Great house.
Thank you. Oh, this is one of my favorite pieces. If you rub it over its head with your hand, it'll bring you good luck in love.
Well, I guess you can never have too much of that, huh?
It's bad luck not to.
Well, I think I've seen that on TV.
Oh, yes, that's from an ancient religion in India. They believed that true happiness, nirvana they called it, was only obtained during sexual orgasm.
All right. Yeah, Nirvana. Great. You know, you gotta love those Indians.
I know I do.
Collier! Honey, it's awful late. We should go.
It's early yet, Shug.
Well, you know, the babysitter.
Oh, we still have a few I's to dot, T's to cross.
Besides, no one ever leaves our house without first relaxing in our jacuzzi.
Oh, gosh, thanks, but I didn't bring a suit. I don't think...
Oh, don't worry, we have plenty of spares.
Well, I don't think I feel comfortable wearing somebody else's suit.
Well, sure, I understand. But we have company over all the time. That's why we have a whole rack of new suits out here with the tag still on them. I'd say that you are about a size 2. Am I right? Mary Elizabeth, you look awfully cold out there. Why don't you come in here with us where it's warm?
I'm fine right where I am.
Jump in, Shug.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over there and add some more bubbles.
Maybe I will take a quick dip.
I don't know if you two are interested, but there's no harm in asking, right? Helen and I were wondering if you two would be interested in swapping partners for the rest of the night.
Swapping as in?
You can make love to my wife, and I will make love to yours.
Well, we're not really into that sort of thing, Bernie. We're gonna take a pass on that. Right, Mary Elizabeth?
Oh, absolutely. We're just, I mean, not even sort of.
We'll be in the game room if you want to watch.
I don't think so, but thanks for asking.
I'll call you later in the week about that contract.
Okay.
Let's get the hell out of here before they bring out the animals or something. Go on. You're kidding.
What?
Well, I guess it's not cancer after all.
Mary Elizabeth.
Men are dogs. They'll go on point for any bird that comes in the yard. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe he's just not attracted to me anymore.
Now, that's ridiculous, and you know it.
Do I? I'm not as young as I used to be.
Neither is Collier.
Well, you know, they say men grow old gracefully. Well, they've convinced us that we could just be thrown out with Saturday's trash.
Maybe he's just not interested in sex right now. It's bound to happen to men at least once in their lives.
But why now? That part of our life has always been...
What?
Consistent.
You mean boring?
No, it's never been boring. It's been the one thing that we could count on. I mean, after 29 years, it is what it is. I don't know how you do it.
What?
I don't know how you sleep with one man and another without feeling...
And me? Careful.
No, really, I'd like to know. Doesn't that bother you? Oh, I see. It's okay to talk about every little detail of the 3,516 times Collier and I have done it.
All
But,
right.
oh, when it comes to you,
All right,
oh,
you've
no.
made your point. To start with, I've slept with different men for different reasons. Sometimes it's been for comfort or fun, power. Honey, the closest I've ever come to the kind of love that you and Collier have has been with Bill. But if you need a little help to keep it interesting, there are other things.
What do you mean, things like Bernie and Helen?
No.
Well, good, because I'm definitely not interested in that kind of thing.
Have you and Collier ever been to an adult toy store?
Certainly not. Why the hell would we?
To have a little fun, Emmy.
What kind of fun? How do people even know what to do with these things? Even if they did, why would they want to try? That is sick. Why would anybody want a blue one? I can't believe this stuff is legal. This doesn't belong in a bedroom. It belongs in a dungeon. Oh, here's something for the unhappy couple with a dust fetish.
Emmy, stop that.
I've seen this before. At the vet. This is a cat toy. You want to explain that to me, Lucy?
Well, I think this is just in case Saddam finally drops that bomb. You just can't get enough.
Or maybe it's for making love to somebody with a really bad intestinal problem. I'm sorry. Don't people people enjoy sex anymore? What happened to the good old days when you just lit some incense and jumped each other's bones and fell asleep?
That section's right here,
Well, any recommendations?
actually.
Oh, my. Where do you rub this?
Use your imagination.
And what are these little steel balls?
They're Chinese.
What kind of game do you play with them?
Well, actually, the rules are a little hard to explain. What you do is They don't work anyway. Let's go to the food section.
Fine. Collier's always hungry after sex. Maybe we could skip the middle section. I could just feed him while we're having sex.
Look at that.
When pigs fly.
It comes in pina colada, passion fruit, and chocolate banana. Just think of it as candy.
Candy. I wonder what kind of cavities you get if you eat that.
Come here. You came here for some fun, didn't you?
Fine. Get cherry.
Messages?
Dion called twice. He said tonight at 9:30 works for him if it works for you.
Thanks.
I know it would work for me. So are you and he?
No.
What about tonight?
I'm meeting his manager to go over his contracts. That's all. Did you take a look at them?
Yep. Real low-level legal wording, like you said.
Why is that a problem?
Because the wording in the contract is so simple, Dion had to know what he was signing, right?
Right. Not much room for negotiation. At least not in a legal sense.
Hey, Renee, do you remember Jason?
Sure. Hey, Jason.
I was wondering if Kelly and I could talk to you.
Kelly? What's going on?
I have a problem.
We have a problem.
Right. Yeah, we have a problem. We're about to lose my driver's license
Because?
of a DUI.
Oh, Kelly.
I know what you're thinking, Renee, but it's not like that. He doesn't have a drinking problem. I would tell you if he did.
Would you?
Yes, you have to trust me.
Miss Jackson, having a beer. All right, 3 or 4 beers and driving, that was stupid, but I mean, it was more bad luck than anything.
Can you help him? His parents, they don't have the money for a good attorney, and
from what I've read, the court's choice of action can really vary. If I get a public defender, I'm dead.
To start with, I'm going to have to tell your mother about this, Kel.
Renee.
I have no choice, Kelly.
But you can't tell her.
Excuse me?
Attorney-client privilege. You can't tell her mother or anyone else.
Number one, I'm not your attorney. Number two, I don't plan to be. But because I love Kelly like my own daughter, I'm going to recommend someone who will help you as a favor to me. And number three, why don't you wait outside?
I'm sorry.
Kelly, I am not going to do this with you anymore. You and your mother have got to find a way to talk to each other.
But she doesn't listen to me. She never does.
Kelly, I'm sorry. I'm not going to help you keep secrets from your mother. We've done that before. Big mistake.
Okay, I'll tell her. Maybe you could talk to her first, help smooth things over. You're the only one she ever listens to.
No.
Please, Renee. Please.
Thanks for coming with me, Renee. Do you remember where we buried it? Well, the rain washed away all our markings. I think it was around here somewhere. Okay, let's just start digging. Okay. It's not here, Emmy. It's gotta be here. Just keep on digging. Emmy, stop! It's gone! Maybe a dog dug it up or something. Maybe you're right, but what if you're wrong? What if the dog got out by itself and wants revenge? Emmy. Or what if the dog dug down deeper looking for dead old Aunt Harriet? You're really scared, aren't you? Don't be. I was scared of a doll once, too. And you know what my dad did so I wouldn't be scared anymore? What? He took all my stuffed animals and he put them at the end of my bed. Then he said, if I believe a bad dog can come to life, I also can believe that all the good ones can too. And since all my good dolls outnumbered that one bad one, I was protected. And I had nothing to be afraid of ever again.
it's over. Oh, it's okay. Oh, baby. It's gone. It's okay.
Bernie? Yeah, Collier Sims. Yeah, no, I've been good. Yeah. Look, I know that you haven't made a decision about who your contractor is going to be, but I have to ask you a question either way. Oh, you have made a decision. I see. Well, sure, I understand. Yeah, business is business. But look, I have to ask this question anyway. How can you say that you love your wife when you let her sleep with another man? Jerk. Mary Elizabeth? What's going on? What's all these candles and everything?
I'll be out in a minute. Just make yourself comfy.
I just talked to Bernie. Looks like I can't make a deal unless I throw you in as part of the bargain.
Maybe I could help take your mind off Bernie.
What are you wearing?
Licorice. Candy. Want a bite?
I know what licorice is, Mary Elizabeth, but you look ridiculous.
It's a joke. I thought you'd think it was fun.
Is this what you think I want? What turns me on? What's going on around here? First Bernie and now you? Put some real pajamas on and go to bed. I'm sorry, Mary Elizabeth.
What's happening to us, Collier?
Nothing. It's just the stress of everything.
We've been under stress since the day we got married. What's different now? Do you love me?
What? Come on, you know I do.
Are you bored with me?
Oh, Mary Elizabeth.
Well, I'll say it then. I'm bored with us.
You are?
You used to hold me in your arms every night before we went to sleep. And in the morning, you'd grab me on the way to the shower.
Things change, Mary Elizabeth. They're supposed to.
Why? They haven't changed for me. Every day at 5 o'clock, I still think, how much longer is it going to be before you come home? From here on out, what are we supposed to do? Just be friends?
Well, not if I have anything to say about it. Why do you stay with me?
I'm thinking. Because when it's good, it's great. And when it's not, I still love you.
I love you too. Is there anything I can do to make up for what happened tonight?
Well, if I were you, I'd think of something.
you have to do something. Me and Renee buried that doll, and now it's alive.
Mary Elizabeth, I don't know what happened exactly, but the doll's been here the entire time. Look, it's right there.
But it wasn't, Mama. It came back from the dead, and now it's coming to get me.
Oh, no such nonsense happened. I found the doll where you said you buried it, and I brought it back. Because I know how much it means to you, Mama.
Well, that's what happened, Mary
She's
Elizabeth.
lying. I know she is.
Oh, I am not. You're such a child. I simply can't wait to get my own room.
Well, I don't know about that, Teresa. With Mary Elizabeth being as easily spooked as she is, I think it's going to be another year or two before that happens now.
But, Mama, you promised.
I'm sorry, Teresa. Your little sister needs you here.
No, it's not fair.
You know something, honey? Your aunt gave you that doll. It is yours. So you can do whatever you like with it. The truth is, honey, that doll kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies, too.
Emmy, don't you think it's deep enough? No, not yet. This time I'm not taking any chances. What's happened? Nothing. Let's just hurry up and cover it up. It looks like it might be raining soon, you know? No, it doesn't. The sun's out. Just hurry. That's good enough, Emmy. Let's get out of here. Wait, let's put leaves on the top so that Teresa can't find it. Okay, that's good. Come on. Next time someone in my family dies, I hope I just inherit a sweater.
That's him.
You bought him last night? I mean, how do you buy a man? I thought President Lincoln abolished that.
I didn't actually buy him. I purchased the remainder of his contract from his manager.
You own him outright?
No, just 15% of his earnings for the next 2 years. God, it's an investment.
In what?
In his future. He's got a big one.
And how much did you pay for him?
I'm not going to tell you.
5,000? 10,000? Oh, my God. I wonder how much Collier be worth on the open market. Wait, that's Kelly. I've got to act real mad. You know, I don't care, Renee. I don't care. Jason still has a problem.
No, he doesn't, Mom. That is so unfair.
Why? What? Why is it unfair? Didn't he get a DUI? Didn't he lose his license?
Yeah.
And didn't he get himself into that? Now, I'm sure that you don't think that Jason has a problem with drinking.
No, I don't.
Well, this is one time that what you think really doesn't matter at all.
You know, you're doing it again.
I am not.
Renee, would you tell her?
Kelly, drinking 3 or 4 beers and then driving isn't a matter of just bad luck. It's against the law, it's stupid, and it can get you killed. Now, you do know that, don't you?
Yeah. I don't know what to do because, Mom, trust me, I really love him.
Kelly, I do trust you. And I know that you think that you love him, but you know what? None of us knows exactly what love is.
Isn't that the truth?
But I will tell you what love isn't. It isn't about taking responsibility for somebody else's problems. This was Jason's mistake. And he is the one who has to pay for it, not you. And let me tell you something else about men. You can support them, but you cannot enable them. I read that last part in a magazine.
Renee?
Yes, it's me.
Great. Are you ready?
Uh-huh, I'm ready.
How do you know when something's so right isn't something you feel? Do you just see the light? How do you know when you're running away or making peace with yesterday? I was so sure when we said our goodbyes.
Collier? Where are you?
I'm in here. Make yourself comfortable.
What are you up to?
Trying to make up for last night, I hope.
Where are the kids?
At your mom's.
Then let the show begin.
Baby, let me tease you. You know I just wanna please you. Tell me your fantasy. I can be anything you want me to be. I can't stand it anymore. I got to lose these clothes. I got to have you from your head down to your toes. You look so fine, I'd like to drive you home. And you could kick back and watch me strip to the bone. Ow, baby, you're looking mighty sneaky. Makes me feel kinda kinky. Tell me your secrets. I think I know what you need. I'm like a hungry animal, and I'm ready to feed. My passion's rising, my horse is restless at the cage. I don't know how much longer I can wait. You look so fine, I'm gonna drive you home. Why don't you kick back and let me Come on, baby. Tell me what you're thinking. A penny for your thoughts.
Does the number 3,517 mean anything to you? Oh, Collier.
All right, tell her that I'll see her at 7. Can you make an appointment with the judge after that? Thanks, Lakeisha.
You realize we've been on that thing since we left the market.
Sorry about that. It's just been crazy busy this week.
Yes, it must have been if you've been at work since 7 a.m.
Well, that's only because I'm defending a teacher. The school board has found out that she's a Wicca. Now they want to fire her.
What the heck is a Wicca?
Well, from what I understand, it's some kind of pagan thing. Wiccas celebrate the earth and all of its seasons, but some people call them witches.
You're defending a witch?
Not the kind that you think of.
What other kind are they beside the broom-riding, cauldron-stirring, spell-casting kind?
The white magic kind? Supposedly, it's a perfectly harmless religion based on nature.
Well, I think religion's a bit of a stretch. I mean, do they believe in God?
Several.
Out of there.
Come on, Amy.
Come on, what? I won't have a witch teaching my kids. First of all, it's creepy, and don't tell me that their beliefs aren't going to spill over into that classroom.
That is a complete generalization.
Spoken like a woman without children.
So what? Would you have them fire her based on her religion?
I'm just saying that there are certain things that just beg for trouble when you bring them into your life. The occult is one of them.
Mom, look, Dad just bought me my own gun.
And that's another.
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. In my wild, beautiful world, you will have flown. Easy now, I'll be all alone.
I cannot believe it. You took that child out and bought him his own gun. What on earth were you thinking, Collier?
I had to. He needs something his size for the trip. He wants me to take him deer hunting. Said he's ready to make his first kill.
His what?
We're going in a few days.
Really? And were you going to tell his mother this?
He's been hunting with me before, Mary Elizabeth.
Yeah, to watch, yes, not to kill.
I was 13 when I shot my first deer. If my memory serves me right, you were 12.
Well, we're not talking about me, and Davis is a lot more sensitive than I ever was. Why, not 4 years ago, you had to drag him kicking and screaming hunting. What, all of a sudden he's changed his mind?
It's not all of a sudden. I've taken him out plenty of times with a .22. He's a damn good shot. He's ready for a 30-06. Look, there's some things that only a father and son can share.
What, killing?
No, like hunting and weaponry. It's a guy thing, Mary Elizabeth. And the last time I checked, you don't have the right equipment to be a member of the club. Do you mind?
No, it doesn't bother me.
That she's out there teaching kids? Renee, you have got to wake up. I've been doing some research.
A lot by the looks of it.
Look, these Wiccas are into the black arts. They even pray to a horned god.
It says the horns are a symbol of the god's connection to the animals of the earth.
That's just a fancy way of saying devil, if you ask me.
Actually, Wiccas are as far removed from the devil as Christianity is.
Ready for court?
Visualized on it all morning.
Good. Let's just go over a few things in my office first. Okay. It'll just be a few minutes.
Did you see that?
See what?
She gave me the evil eye.
Every day that she's in class, Miss Sanders poses a threat to those children.
Your Honor, that is completely unfounded.
Let me be clear on this. Your client is being considered for termination after an encounter with the police that revealed her membership in a witches' coven?
Witches as defined by the Wicca religion. That's correct. My client was on her own time, in her own home, doing nothing illegal.
Which is just left of immoral.
Your Honor, she was performing a Wiccan ceremony in her own home. If a neighbor hadn't phoned the police, mistakenly believing that Miss Sanders' home was being burglarized...
They were wearing all black.
The board would never have known of her religious beliefs, which by law she is not obligated to supply.
Miss Sanders' practice of witchcraft renders her effectively incompetent within the means of the dismissal statute. And further, teachers are role models. It is essential that they lead lifestyles appropriate to their position.
And who appointed you lifestyle police?
Counsel, please. Ms. Saunders, is there anything you'd like to add?
Only that I love my kids, and I would never lead them toward any religion whatsoever. That's a parent's job, not mine.
May I also remind Your Honor that Miss Sanders was voted Teacher of the Year only last month.
No one knew she was a witch a month ago.
Enough, Mr. Stewart. I see no point in removing Miss Sanders when the school board hearing deciding this issue takes place in 4 days. Therefore, I am granting a temporary injunction allowing Miss Sanders to continue teaching until such time.
Well, we won the first round, but the rest may not go quite so easily once this goes public. Are you sure you want to go through with this?
I don't see any other choice.
I do. You could settle with the school board, you could transfer.
Those are not options, at least not for me.
Laura, this is so serious. As your attorney, I would be remiss if I...
Do you remember your favorite teacher?
Mrs. Curdy in the 6th grade.
Now, to teach well is to become part of a child's life forever.
Is that why you do it?
There's a boy in my class named Randall, and when he first started with me, he couldn't even sign his own name, and now he can write over 100 words. Now, you tell me, what's better than making that kind of difference in a child's life?
Cookies. First batch. Want to help me with the rest? I know how much you love the dough.
No, thanks.
You know, it occurred to me that we haven't been spending too much time together one-on-one, you and me.
Mm-hmm.
And it also occurred to me that you're spending an awful lot of time with guns. Any particular reason?
Nah, they're just interesting. Kind of beautiful in a way.
What do you mean beautiful?
Well, like the Ruger 9mm. It has 3 different metal colors. Black, gray, and silver. And even though it's small, it's like super strong. And when you hold it, becomes part of your hand.
You know, I've been thinking about this hunting trip, and my feeling is that you shouldn't go. As a matter of fact, I don't want you handling guns at all until we've had a little time to figure this all out.
You're kidding, right?
I know it's hard to believe, but I know you better than you know yourself. And the boy that I know is sensitive.
I'm not sensitive. Does Dad know about this?
Not exactly, no.
Until he tells me I can't go hunting, I'm going.
Davis, honey.
And stop being so mushy with me all the time, okay? I'm not a little boy.
But if I were, I wouldn't have to wear junk like this. Well, you're not a little girl either. You're a young lady when you start middle school.
You're the one who's in middle school. I'm still stuck at my dumb old Catholic school until the 8th grade. But at least I get an extra week before I go back.
Well, I'm glad my school starts earlier, because that's when my new image starts.
What new image?
Well, I've decided to be more sophisticated this year and wear store-bought clothes like these.
Those aren't sophisticated. They're Teresa's dumb old hand-me-downs that my mom gave me.
Well, they're in perfect shape, and they'd be a perfect fit.
If you like them so much, you can have them. Because I sure don't want them.
Really? I can have all of these?
Are you home? I've got a surprise for you.
Meet me at Port Dixon before school tomorrow and bring the box. Hey, Mama!
While I was out shopping today, it occurred to me, young lady, seeing as you're about to start the 6th grade and all, that it might be time for this. Welcome to womanhood, honey.
Oh, Renee. Oh, what do you think? You probably thought I forgot, but I didn't. Your first new dress of the school year. Don't you just love this color?
It's nice, but...
But what?
It's kind of old-fashioned and childish.
Renee, you are a child.
No, I'm not. Look at me, Mama.
Don't you take that tone with me, young lady.
See, even you say I'm a young lady, so why can't I dress like one?
Renee.
Why do I have to have the dresses that you like to make instead of the ones that I like to wear?
Look, I have spent my time and your father's hard-earned money making this dress, and tomorrow you are wearing it. So help me God.
Fine. But, Mama, someday I'm going to be able to wear what I want to school, and you won't be able to stop me.
The farmer lives on 100...
Excuse me, 1 minute, class. Randall, keep reading.
On this land.
What is it?
I just got word the administration's been calling parents all morning. It might get ugly.
But I thought I was safe till the hearing.
Well, I have the injunction right here, just in case.
Do you want me to read the next page too, Miss Sanders?
Oh, no, thank you, Randall. That'll be enough reading for today. Why don't we all turn to page 23? You know what? Would you all want to do a 10-second spelling bee?
Yeah!
Okay, so here we go. The word is flower.
Pardon me, class. Pardon me. Miss Sanders.
Principal Montgomery, I'm Miss Sanders' attorney, and this is an injunction which prevents you from removing her from this classroom.
I'm well aware of your injunction, Miss Jackson, and I'm not removing this teacher. But I can't and won't stop concerned parents who wish to remove their children from her class.
Cameron, get your boat.
Don't, please don't, Mr. Lawrence. Emily has been doing...
Mr. Montgomery, if you've organized it to circumvent the invention, it won't work. I'll report this to the court, and you will have such a loss.
No one's saying Miss Sanders can't stay.
Please.
She can stay as long as she wants.
You're scaring the children, please. Please. What do I do now?
Teach.
As I was saying, class, the word is flower.
Beaut, isn't it? I haven't fired it since last year. Needed a good cleaning.
I want you to get rid of it, Collier.
Are you out of your mind?
Are you? Guns are dangerous, and your son is fascinated with them, which is reason enough just to get him out of the house.
It wasn't in the house. It was locked in the garage. So what if he's fascinated by it? He wants to go hunting, Mary Elizabeth. All boys do. When you were his age, you were fishing all the time. What's the difference?
Whoever got mowed down by a fish hook? And besides, it's a different world now. When we were kids, there was no Jonesboro, no Columbine.
Yeah, but there are plenty of crazy people, just less news coverage. Besides, we're not talking about a kook, we're talking about Davis.
Who had a gleam in his eye when he talked about the power of the gun. Anyway, I already told him he wasn't going to go hunting.
What? You know, if you trusted me as a parent, you would have discussed this with me first.
And the reason I didn't is because I knew you'd tried out that Second Amendment, oh, a man's got a right to protect his family crap, when the reality is, Collier, that there are a lot of teenage boys who are depressed and angry and are killing people, and their parents don't even ever know anything's wrong. I want to get rid of him, and that's it. I want him out of here.
No!
What?
I would not let my son near a gun without having taught him right, Mary Elizabeth. What do you want? Proof?
Shotgun, handgun, ray gun, play gun. One gun, big fun. Two guns, more fun. Bring 'em on down.
Okay, now with any gun, you want to keep it pointed in a safe direction. You want to keep your hand off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. But even before that, you always want to check your equipment and make sure it's clean and safe to fire, which Stan already did.
Watch this, Suge. He's got a pretty steady hand. Nice.
Anything above the neck is an instant kill zone.
Well, isn't that a nice thing to hear coming out of a 13-year-old's mouth?
He needs to know the realities of gunfire. I'm not going to lie to him about it.
Well, that's fine. You just don't have to glamorize it.
He's not. He's done everything right, Mom. He's taught me so well, I can even teach you.
A handgun? Now, look, it's one thing for him to use a rifle, but does he need to use a handgun?
Every good hunter usually carries both. Besides, he's not going to be firing it. Here.
What? Oh, I haven't fired a gun since I was a kid.
First, you keep your hand away from the trigger. And you hold the gun out this way. Now stand like this so you can brace yourself. Just two hands. Your left, cupping your right. Now pull back the hammer. Line up your sights. And slowly squeeze the trigger.
Did you bring the box? Yep, it's over there. So you're not gonna tell your mom, huh? Don't you think she'll notice? Uh-uh. I'll just come back by on the way home from school and change back. Yuck. What's the matter? My outfit looks like middle school, but my hair looks like the 3rd grade. Do we have any scissors here? You're gonna cut your hair? Why not? I'm old enough to decide how I want to wear it. And besides, I'm sick of the stupid pigtails. But won't your mom get mad? Maybe, but I'll talk to her, woman to woman. Emmy, is that a bra? My mom's making me wear one now. I don't know how I'm supposed to play sports when I can't breathe. Remind me to show you a trick for that. After I cut my hair into a sophisticated bob, that is. Thank you, Mavis. And your hair is real smart. You think so? I did it myself. Oh, yes. Looks just like the... Hey, girl. I'm talking to you. Yes?
Think you're pretty special, don't you? All high and mighty in them fancy clothes.
Look, I'm just wearing what I like to wear. It shouldn't concern you.
Well, it does. We don't like to see the girls around here with all them ugly things anyway.
Pearl button, stop it.
Look, don't tell me what to do, girl.
Let go! Get my hurting! I love Miss Sanders.
When Randall first started in her class, well, let's just say that she was able to help him in a way that no other teacher had before.
Randall, your mother tells me that you want to help Miss Sanders. Is that right?
She's my favorite teacher.
Do you think you could get up in front of a lot of people and tell them that?
Yes.
And if they asked you if you believed in God, what would you tell them?
Well, I would tell them me and my mom are Methodists.
Has Miss Sanders ever talked about God or spirits or anything like that in class?
Nope.
Has she ever talked about anything personal?
She said she used to get bad grades before she learned how to study right, but after that, she got all A's, and we could too.
I think you'll do just fine in front of the school board.
Oh, well, I'm the one who'll be a nervous wreck. Well, will there be a lot of press there, or?
Well, that's hard to say. When the issue involves children, people tend to have very strong opinions.
That's what I was afraid of.
Miss Sanders says not to be afraid, because I have this. She gave it to me for protection.
May I see that?
It's a moonstone.
Do you know what significance a stone like that has? Does it mean anything, symbolize anything?
It could just be decorative, but I just started working here. Let me check with my boss in the back, okay? She's a high priestess.
Really? Of what?
The Divine Order of Dark Angels.
Oh. Lakeisha. Lakeisha, will you get in here?
Renee, this really isn't in my job description, so if you don't mind, I would rather wait outside.
I do mind it. Will you stop scratching Laura? Did not curse you with a rash.
Oh, yeah? Then how come I started itching 2 minutes after I met her?
Because you're paranoid.
Can I at least get my garlic cloves out of the car?
No. You just stop being such a chicken.
Right. Who made me leave the office just to drag me down here for no apparent reason?
Oh, we can grab some lunch afterwards.
Lord have mercy.
You know what? This stuff will scare you as much as you let it scare you.
Did it ever occur to you that I might be scared for good reason? I mean, look around, Renee. Skulls, black candles, goats. If this isn't evil, what is it?
It's lapis lazuli. I asked my manager, and she said it was a stone commonly used in witchcraft and goddess worship.
And you thought she wasn't influencing those kids?
If I didn't feel so strongly about this issue, I'd drop Laura's case.
Forget the issue. We're talking about life here. And when you're dealing with life, you got to make the tough choices. I mean, as an issue, hunting, for example, I'm against. But...
You caved in, didn't you?
No, but Davis convinced me that he was well-versed in safety and knew the power of the weapon he was firing.
And so tomorrow your son is going to go out and kill a deer. That is disgusting.
Well, I know it, but I do think that I understand it a little better, because this afternoon I went out to the firing range, and you know, it'd been a long time since I'd fired a gun.
And?
And at first, I didn't like it. And then, well, it was kind of fun.
Now that's really disgusting.
Now, you can't act all superior about something until you have tried it at least once.
I have. Bill took me out to the range once, and the minute I fired his gun, I realized the only reason they exist is to kill. It's as simple as that.
Well, when you put it like that, yes, you're right and I'm wrong.
Whoa, did you just say what I think I heard you say, which is that I'm right and you're wrong? And no witnesses.
Not unless you count those people in robes on your front lawn.
Oh, Goddess, Mother of the Crescent.
Oh, my God.
I think that's Goddess, isn't it?
I just moved here. What are the neighbors gonna think?
You've got some pretty strange friends.
Should I call the cops?
I'll vote for an exorcist myself.
I mean, let me try talking to them. Aren't you coming? You gonna let me face a bunch of weird Wiccas all by myself? Thank you. Excuse me. What are you people doing here?
While we're friends of Laura's, we're creating a ritual for your legal fortune.
Well, may I strongly suggest that you do it elsewhere? If you people don't get out of here, I'm gonna have you thrown in jail.
Mother of mankind and woman.
Well, I can see you're really getting through to him.
I don't think there's anybody here that's not in some kind of trance. What am I gonna do?
Send your power and shine your light on our circle here.
So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. O Goddess, Mother of the Crescent, in your name we gather by the moon.
Well, I'll be.
Blessed be.
It almost never snows in Birmingham.
Gracious Goddess, you are eternal light of the night, maker of all that is beautiful and untamed.
It's awful cold out there. You sure it's okay to go hunting in the snow?
It'll warm up by the time we get out there.
Why do I feel like you're gonna leave one person and come back someone else?
Mom, relax.
I love him as much as you do. I won't let anything happen to him.
I know. I know you'll be there. It's just...
Relax. Trust me.
Well, just take this.
We don't have a cell phone.
We do now.
We can't afford this.
I got 3 months to pay for it. Just take it.
Love you.
Who were those characters fluttering around my house last night?
Sorry about that. I knew some friends were going to be performing a ceremony of blessing. I didn't know that they were going to use your front lawn. Apparently, your property has wonderful goddess energy. Wasn't that snowfall awesome?
Didn't help my roses much.
That was a sign from the goddess.
What about this? This is not as innocent as you led me to believe.
It's as innocent as nature.
Please, enough with the nature crap. This, I was told, is used in witchcraft and goddess worship. This is a religious icon.
It's whatever you want it to be. I can take this pencil off your desk and make it a religious icon if I want to. It's made from wood, natural elements of the earth. You use it as a pencil, I could use it for worship. But does that mean if I gave you a pencil that I'm trying to convert you to my religion?
You told Randall that this would protect him.
Because he was afraid he would fail. He saw the stone, he liked it, I gave it to him. In that moment, it was as innocent as that. It gave him confidence, it comforted him. What is so wrong with that?
Are there any other talismans like this in your classroom?
I'm a natural science teacher. There are geodes, crystals, constellations, all of which could be used. But that is not what I teach my kids.
Is there anything that Stuart could bring up in the tenure hearing that you haven't mentioned?
No.
Laura, I just need you to tell me. The school board attorney is going to use anything to discredit you.
I am not concerned. You saw last night. The signs are good. Lakeisha?
I'm afraid so.
I think she's got me confused with vampires.
Renee, I'm confused.
Mama,
I just don't know what to say. I mean, fighting in school? You're just getting way out of hand. I might have to send you to your grandmother's because I don't think I can take much more of this.
Mama, please.
I don't think I give you permission to speak. You are still my child and you will do as I say. Look at your hair. I don't know what your father's gonna say when he sees you. I mean, what has gotten into you and where did you get those clothes?
Can I speak now?
Don't you get smart with me. You're not too big I can't teach you a lesson with a paddle. Now you answer my question.
I borrowed them from Emmy. They're Teresa's hand-me-downs. Mama, I knew you wouldn't like it, but I'm in middle school now, and you still make me dress like I'm in kindergarten.
Renee.
Mama, I'm not trying to act grown, honest, but you always said I should be a young lady. Mama, I'm growing up. These stupid things are useless. What's the matter with you guys?
Well, Mary Elizabeth, we didn't know that you wear a brassiere?
Well, I'm supposed to, but I hate it.
I didn't know you were so womanly. What are you looking at? Hey, stop it!
Come on, guys. Let's finish the game.
Mary Elizabeth, put that away. Tully, let go! You let go. I want to see it.
Call your sons. You better let go of that.
Go. Tully!
Damn. Probably shut the phone. Well, the mighty hunters return.
Hi, honey, we're home.
Where's Davis?
Well, he broke his leg. I had to shoot him.
Very funny.
Relax. He's out hosing down the truck. Hey, he got his first deer. You should have seen him, Mary Elizabeth. He's quite a marksman. I'm gonna call him Deadeye from now on.
How come y'all didn't answer the phone? I've been waiting here worried sick.
Well, we turned it off. We didn't want to frighten the deer.
Oh, but you don't mind frightening me, huh? So he loved it, huh? Y'all gonna be hunting every weekend now?
Well, I doubt it, if you know what I mean.
Now, what happened? When he killed it, did he cheer as he watched it die, or did he throw up?
If he wants to tell you, he'll let you know.
He's a big hunter now. He's not going to want to chat with his mother.
You don't tell me everything that Kelly tells you.
If you want to know how she feels about her period, I'll tell you. Come on. I want to know what's happening with my son. Huh? Don't cut me out here.
Well, if you promise never to tell. Promise? You're not going to tell?
Swear.
He cried. Don't worry. He'll toughen up.
I hope not. So, you okay?
Yeah, why?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering if you were tired or hungry or sick or anything.
Did Dad tell you?
Tell me what?
The deer was about 200 yards away. I only had a second to line on my sights, but I got it right in the lower neck. Dropped like somebody kicked its feet from underneath it. Well, don't worry. It was quick and clean. I mean, it's what they call a humane shot.
Was it still alive when you got to it?
It twitched a little, but then it was over.
And how'd that make you feel?
Better than the deer.
Davis?
I mean, maybe we can have its head stuffed.
You know, it's okay if...
If what, Mom?
Nothing. Just as long as you're okay.
Miss Jackson?
Patricia, what's wrong?
Miss Jackson, I'm sorry, but Randall can't testify. He's being teased at school. I had to take him to his grandmother's, and this morning I got hate mail.
Calm down.
Hate mail.
Calm down. I know this is
I
upsetting.
can't calm down. Listen, I want to help Miss Sanders. She is a great teacher, but I am not prepared for all this chaos.
Patricia, Laura needs you today.
I'm sorry. I have to protect my son. I am sorry.
I hope the Board of Education realizes that freedom of religion is a basic human right in this country. My client has broken no laws. She's caused no harm to society, but in fact has enriched our community by being an exemplary teacher, as voted by this very same board only a month ago. And now, because she practices an unfamiliar and misunderstood religion in the privacy of her own home, the board now sees fit to deprive our community of a gifted and caring teacher. This makes no sense. The United States Army recognizes Wicca as a religion. However, that shouldn't even concern these proceedings whether Wicca is a valid religion or not. Miss Sanders could be an atheist and should still be able to hold her job. In fact, her position of not emphasizing the religious aspects of certain holidays is exactly what the law demands in a public school: separation of church and state.
If God is taken out of our schools, we don't want Satan in his place.
Your Honor, someone needs to speak on Miss Sanders' behalf.
That's why she has an attorney, ma'am. Now, please be
But
seated.
this is like a witch hunt.
If she's a witch, let her burn.
Oh, be quiet.
Thank you,
No,
Miss
but I do have to say that I do not want atheists teaching my
Laura
children
Sanders
either.
is not an atheist. She just doesn't believe in the same God you do.
This is great. Mr. Norman!
The next person who speaks out of turn will be thrown out of this room.
How can you represent this woman?
Order.
Would you want her teaching your children?
Order.
What about Nazis and racists? Somebody has got to draw a line.
Order.
Where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line?
Order. This is now a private hearing. Everybody out. Adjourn.
It felt like we'd gone back in time and we were at the Salem witch hunt again.
Renee, I know you're a lawyer and an objective person, but do you honestly think that it's okay for a teacher to be a witch?
This particular Wicca, yes. And if those parents could just get past the fairy tale stuff, they'd see a simple pre-Christian religion.
Pre-Christian? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means that there were religions before Christianity, like Buddhism and Hinduism, and Wicca is one of them.
Oh my gosh. You've fallen under their spell, haven't you?
No. It's just for all that I've seen, Laura is a wonderful teacher and her students love her. It'd be a shame if this woman couldn't teach anymore.
Well, when it comes to teaching, I draw the line at witches. I mean, you remember that goth thing Kelly went through?
She didn't get that from a teacher. That was peer pressure.
All right, fine. But tonight, Kelly has a play rehearsal because a teacher of hers, a former actor, has encouraged her. So you see, teachers' personal lives do have an impact.
Emmy, it's really simple. If a teacher leaves their personal beliefs at home, out of the classroom, and could just stick to the curriculum, then...
Then what? Let's say, okay? Let's say if Uncle Jimmy could keep his racism out of the classroom, then he could teach? Is that what you're saying?
Well, intellectually, I don't...
Oh, forget that. What do you believe?
Hell no, I wouldn't let Uncle Jimmy near anybody's kids. Okay, fine. But racism and religion are not the same thing.
Miss Sanders must not know the meaning of religion. We are talking about a ritualistic cult whose principles and behavior are inappropriate for a teacher in our school system. That is what is at issue here today. Furthermore, Miss Sanders claims that her so-called religious beliefs do not influence her teaching. However, her pagan worship of nature is clearly evident in the emphasis that she places on seasonal decorations. She teaches that Christmas trees are pagan talisman, and Christmas is presented merely as a change of season, with no mention of the more meaningful aspects of the holiday. Now, yes, there is separation between church and state. However, because Miss Sanders' beliefs have been pulled into the classroom, it brings confusion to her students. That is why her removal is required for the stability of the learning process of our children.
You don't want a witch teaching your children. I don't want a racist in the classroom. But can I prohibit Republicans too? How about people who listen to electronic music? They might influence our kids to abandon piano and violin. Where does it stop? Can anyone, a Christian, a Republican, a Wicca, can he or she check their personal beliefs at the door when they enter a classroom? And should they? I don't know the answer to that. But I do know what the answer is not. It is not that we create robots for teachers with no opinions, no beliefs, no personality. That would be a disservice to our children. And so our only recourse is the law. The Constitution states that it is against the law to discriminate in employment based on race, creed, gender, or religious beliefs. And when we use the rational parameters of the law, this case is clear. Laura Sanders has every right to remain in her profession as a teacher, regardless of her religious beliefs. Thank you.
Thank you, counsel. The board will have its decision tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. We are adjourned.
Okay, pass around the plates. I'm dishing up the meat.
I'll just have salad, thanks. Too rich for my blood.
Davis, come on.
I'll have some potatoes and salad.
You'll have salad and vegetables and potatoes and deer meat.
It's called venison.
And venison is deer meat. This is what guns do, Davis. They kill. You killed it, you eat it.
Mary Elizabeth O'Brien, what is the meaning of this?
I can explain.
Oh, you better. Now, I know you didn't exactly want to wear this, but you don't go ripping things up after we paid good, hard money for it.
I didn't. Tully and Collier did it.
What did you say?
Huh?
What do you mean, Collier? Who was such a... Mary Elizabeth, what were you doing?
Nothing. We were playing combat soldiers, and the stupid thing was itching, and it snapped, so I took it off. And then the boy...
You undressed in front of the boys?
No, Mama, I swear. I just undid it from underneath like this.
No, I do not need a demonstration, thank you.
Well, anyway, the boys got all stupid and snatched it. And then it ripped. That's all.
That's all. Mary Elizabeth, never let a boy touch your undergarments.
Well, I wasn't wearing it, so what's the big deal?
Oh, that is enough with your smart-mouthed young lady. Lisa, I wish you acted like a young lady. And why were you playing soldiers anyway?
Well, why can't I play soldiers?
You can, that's all. And never, ever undress like that again, especially in front of boys. And clean up this mess. This isn't a barn.
It's not a barn, it's a pasture.
Are you sure?
Yes, Mama, I'm sure.
But I made this one special.
Oh, I have plenty of dresses, Miss Jackson.
I know, we could give it to little cousin Vicky. She always admired it, remember?
Well, it would be her size right now.
Oh, no. Mama, I can't fit that anymore.
I know, it's just, you used to love this dress and you look so pretty in it.
I still love it, Mama. Remember the time I spilled ice cream down the front?
And you cried and cried and cried. And when we got home, I cleaned it up and pressed it. And you put it on and you danced around like a little princess. Let me see. Oh.
Yeah, I was 8 years old. I'm almost 12 now.
I know. Oh, time goes by so fast. You just have to give me a chance to keep up. Would you girls like some milk and cookies? Or would you rather have coffee?
Mama, I like coffee.
I bet you do.
Was she teasing us?
Yes, Emmy. What do you think? Too little, girl, or should I keep it? Don't ask me. I'd throw them all away. Just you wait, Emmy. One day you're gonna want to wear a pretty dress for Collier Sims. You just see if I help you pick one.
Hey, now this is cool. You're giving this away?
Yeah, it's too small for Elston.
This is too good for Goodwill.
Yeah.
Try this.
Miss, time to get ready for bed, honey.
Okay, I'm almost done. Hey, Mom, could I ask you a question?
Sure.
It's a writing question. See, I'm doing this report on hunting and stuff, and I'm stuck.
Well, that's something I know a little bit about. I know just how this feels. It's like your brain freezes, and no matter how hard you try, it's just you cannot drag those words out of your head.
Yeah, I know what I want to say, except...
Stuck.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you a little trick. You just sit there for a second, and then you start writing. It doesn't matter what. It can be nonsense even, just whatever comes to your head. You just write, kind of stream of consciousness.
But how does that help? I'm gonna be great on content, spelling, and grammar.
Well, once you've muddled around it a little bit, you'll find the answer in there somewhere.
Whatever comes out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Sanders, although your attorney has brought before us interesting philosophical arguments, we hold that practicing witchcraft is inappropriate behavior for the standards of conduct we require for teachers in our school system. Therefore, we will abide by and intend to proceed as planned with your removal from the classroom environment. We are adjourned.
So much for blessings from the goddess. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be offensive.
No, it's no problem. It does look like I've lost, but the blessings aren't about victory or defeat. It's about accepting change. But I do want to appeal. What do you think?
I think you should. Legally, you've got a strong position. I believe you were removed from the classroom because of your religious beliefs, and that's always cause for an appeal.
But you don't want to handle my case, do you? Don't worry, I won't put a hex on you if you say no.
I don't believe in hexes or spells. Laura, I believe what you've got is a case for the ACLU, and they won't charge you nearly as much as I will.
That's something I have to consider, I suppose. Thank you for everything you've done. You worked very hard on my behalf, and I appreciate that.
Good luck, Laura. And I'm sorry
Miss
that...
Sanders!
Hey, Randall.
We heard about the decision. He begged me to bring him. He wanted to see you again. I hope you don't mind.
Of course not.
Miss Sanders, I got something for you. Open it. Mommy told me you weren't going to be my teacher anymore. So I wanted to give you a lucky stone so you wouldn't be afraid.
Thank you. Good luck, Miss Sanders. And thank you.
You see, the blessings are all around.
Yes, they are.